It's time for The Balcony, the show that spotlights independent artists from all over the United States and now the world. So sit back, relax, enjoy the show. Here you are, The Balcony.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to The Balcony. I'm your host, Ann Thatcher, and I'm here with my co-host, Andrew Chervik.
Newt. That's the word of the evening. Newt. Don't ask why. It's one of those.
I'm going to be using some newt when I concoct some things.
Yeah, you can concoct something.
I have a newt.
Cocked a gun.
What of that?
The Balcony will be looking for a new co-host.
Keep saying that.
Halloween.
You'll miss me.
With every shot so far I've taken. Damn. You know, you're pretty quick. That's all right. I'll get there. I thought I had the brakes fixed on your car, but your husband screwed up the whole other thing, so that didn't work. Dang. You know?
You're never going to kill me off.
I'm
going to haunt your
My brother
ass.
almost got killed off once.
Really?
That's just the hashtag.
Okay.
Hashtag Killer Kool-Aid.
Killer Kool-Aid.
Killer Kool-Aid.
Well, actually, there was Killer Kool-Aid, but go ahead.
Yeah, but this was the Kool-Aid Man.
The Kool-Aid Man?
Yeah, actually almost killed my little brother.
How did the Kool-Aid Man...
He did.
I didn't see any wanted signs.
He should have been.
You know, 10 most wanted in the Kool-Aid guy.
So we were, oh my God, I had to been 12 maybe, 11, 12. My younger brother was 9 then, and my other little brother was he was probably like 3 or 4. I don't even, something like that. Well, there's this whole thing, you know, how you used to see the real Kool-Aid Man on TV. Well, you have this thing, the Kool-Aid Man would be driving around neighborhoods, and if he spotted you riding a bike, he'd hop out and he'd give you a certificate for a new bike. Well, guess who he spotted?
No way!
He spotted my brother Steve. Son of a gun. So, the Kool-Aid truck shows up at my house.
Okay.
And in order to get the bike, you had to give, 18,000 packs of Kool-Aid that you had or something like that. And my mom just went to the grocery store. So, actually, it was 6 or 8 packs of Kool-Aid, and then they give you a certificate and you get a free bike. So, now the whole neighborhood's at our house. Kool-Aid Man's in the driveway. Every kid from 17 miles around.
Well, of course. I mean, Kool-Aid's here.
Kool-Aid Man.
Bringing you fun.
Yeah, well, Kool-Aid wasn't paying attention to what was going on behind him. And there's my little brother. And Kool-Aid backs up.
Oh, no.
Blammo!
Squash?
Yeah, brother hits the ground. Kool-Aid Man steps on him.
And you were laughing.
It was pretty freaking funny.
Yeah, how did I know you were laughing?
But if you know my brother now, he's he grew up to be the toughest kid ever. Jason is beyond tough.
Wow.
I've seen this kid. I've seen him took a 250-pound cop and chucked his sucker through the air.
See, now I always wanted to drive that Wienermobile. The Oscar Mayer Wiener. Did you ever see that thing? I wasn't a big Kool-Aid guy.
Why did you drive another kind of Wienermobile? Not saying you ruined my ass. Why do we gotta go down Wienerville when we're talking about the Kool-Aid Man?
I don't know, because I was just
that is
thinking
so nice from my childhood.
No, the Oscar Mayer Wiener. Did you ever see that thing? It's really long. Unlike
I
some
said, please
things.
send your resumes to thebalcony@outlook.com. I'm looking for a host with a brain.
A brain? Really?
Not a wiener fetish.
Of course I have a wiener fetish. I'm a woman.
Do I kill your hashtags? No. Kill one of my...
Yes. Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
You're killing one of my memories
Every opportunity.
from my childhood.
Oh, please.
Pretty disgusting.
I think we ought to get started with the music here.
It's disgusting.
Emily Noel's Me, Myself, and I.
You
really want to hear this because it's a great song.
So they can hear about what goes on.
Yeah.
About the things that happen in my
childhood. No, really. You want to take a listen to this song, Me, Myself, and I, produced by none other than... Yeah, see that? Shut him up.
I can't believe you killed my Kool-Aid.
Anyways, our first song tonight, Emily Noel, Me, Myself, and I. Take a listen, and we'll be right back.
Sorry, Kool-Aid.
I didn't know that ring was a pair of handcuffs until I pawned it off. Now I'm the queen of our king-sized bed, and you're back living with your mom. I thought I want to get out of my way. It's understand me. I thought you never would be wrong. Would hit me like at a bar. But I learned I'm strong. Yeah, I'm strong. Said you leave and set me free. No more taking swings on me. I've got everything I need. Everything I need. Now it's me, myself, and I can look myself in the eye. I'm free to live my life. Now it's me, myself, and I can look myself in the eye. I'm free to live my life. Now it's me, myself, and I can look myself in the eye. I'm free to live my life. Now it's me, myself, and I can look myself in the eye. I'm free to live my life. Now it's me, myself, and I can look myself in the eye. I'm free to live my life. Now it's me, myself, and I can look myself in the eye. I'm free to live my
All right, welcome back to the Kill My Memory show, where Ann destroys my childhood.
I
Right.
want some cheese with that.
Yeah, I want some
wine.
cheese for that wine. Nice Gouda. Man,
We're gonna say bitch.
can't, I didn't. See, now I got a phenomena of that thing. More
No, you
editing for
don't.
me because you just can't keep shit.
No, you don't.
Whatever. You know what? Here and now would be a time for you to be quiet.
Okay.
So the next song is Here and Now by Cubbage. I'm going to... Remember, send your resumes to the outlook at balcony.com/ Alice is going to die, but whatever. All right, here we go. So
forever.
Cubbage, Here and Now. We'll be right back, or maybe Alice won't. Bye.
It's a long trip to nowhere. This here and now, just waiting to be found. It's harder than I thought just to get there. It's like a dream inside reality. Look on the other side of now. Travel through this wave of sound. Take a moment to be. A silence heard so loud and clear. Such a strange disposition, the state we're in, of consciousness spread thin. And I can only trust intuition. Now that I see the wonders that embrace. Look on the other side of now. Travel through this wave of sound. Take a moment to be here. A silence heard so loud and clear.
you're back on the loony bin.
Yes, it is a loony bin.
You are like
Because of you.
you're on like unfire this night.
I'm unfired,
You're on
is what I am.
unfire. Oh my goodness! As I always say, the balcony is always looking for a co-host. So
Oh,
please send your
stop.
resume
You could not replace
to
me, even if you tried.
Oh my God, she's killing me.com. Alice the Newt.
So glad there's no teasing going on in this show.
You bring it on yourself.
Do not. I am innocent.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't think she's innocent. Never mind. All right. So with all that wisdom, let's get right to
Thank
the
you.
first song by this evening's guest. This is Marc Ambrosia, and the song is called One Step Back. We'll be right back with the interview.
All right.
Never knew what love was till it wrapped itself in you. Thought it was a fairy tale, and fairy tales aren't true. And all I ever wanted was for you to see it too. We came so close, or so I thought, but the miracle withdrew. One step back left me here with all these hopes left empty. I gave you the space you needed. Now you're running away. One step back left me here with all these hopes left empty. I gave you the space you needed. Now you're running away. Heard you got the letter, and you laughed my love away. I acted like a fool when I knew you wouldn't stay. And if it all were different, had nothing changed, would the miracle have imparted or washed away? Would it have washed away? One step back left me here with all these hopes left empty. I gave you the space you needed. Now you're running away. One step back left me here with all these hopes left empty. I gave you the space you needed. Now you're running away. One step back left me here with all these hopes left empty. I gave you the space you needed. Now you're running
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the balcony. We are on the phone with the one and only Marc Ambrosia. Hi, Marc.
Hello, hello.
We just heard your song, One Step Back, which is really cool. You want to tell our listeners something about that, please?
Yeah, so one step back. This was a sad song, man. I think I wrote it in 2014, so it's a few years old. But Basically, I was it was really about the first girl I ever really fell in love with. I was 15, and she ended up moving to a different school, and it just sort of broke my heart. And I ended up sending her this letter, just sort of telling her exactly how I felt about her, and well, I say letter, but I guess it was more like a Facebook message or something like that. And I remember just coming home every day and waiting for maybe a response, and I never got anything. And a few years later, she came up in conversation with a friend of mine, and the friend of mine who brought her up just sort of said, "Oh, dude, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring her up. Is that a sore subject?" And I was just sort of taken aback because I, didn't know that he knew anything of the situation. And he just said, "Oh, I was there when she got the letter, and we both laughed our asses off." And that just sort of like
Oh,
gutted
wow.
me all over again. And
We
I
can toss
sort of
her under the bus right here on this show. I got no problem with
there we go. Yeah,
I can make her life miserable.
there you go. Her name was Jess, by the way.
Yeah, Jess.
Get that out
you
right now.
little
Wow, kind of like a really,
snotty.
yeah,
Yeah.
shallow.
I think she
Shallow.
I think she works for
Yeah.
Trump now.
There you go.
Yeah.
Perfect candidate.
So that's where that song sort of started. And so I came home from school that day, sort of just pissed off about the whole situation. Like, how she's going to go do that and laugh with her friend about me. And I just sort of felt bad. So I sort of sat down and I sort of thought I was going to write a really pissed off song, but I ended up writing the line, "Never knew what love was till it found itself in you." And then I just sort of turned into a puddle of mush after that. But I have a good song to show for it, so I guess it was worth it.
So obviously, then your writing comes from experiences or things matters of the heart. At least,
Yeah.
kind of that's what I'm feeling. When I'm listening to your music, that you're speaking to what's happening, and so how do you approach that? Other than obviously, this was not a really good thing, but how does that happen for you? Is it just like always like something significant, or you know what I mean, or is it just
Yeah.
part of life?
Yeah, I think sometimes a lot of my best songs come from things that are very significant. I don't know if I would have even started writing songs if it wasn't for significant things. I started writing when my mom died, and then 6 months after that, my best friend died of cancer. And so that sort of just got me writing. And then from there, writing became my haven for every significant happening, every heartbreak, every troubling thing in life. It just sort of, I found my voice, and I found a way to process my feelings in song and writing. But sometimes the very opposite of that happens. I could be walking down the road, and I pass someone on the street, and they just have a smile that takes my breath away, and off I go, and I write a song about just somebody's really enchanting smile. So it can be something really significant, but it can also be something really insignificant. It's I think for me, writing is all about finding the beauty in significant things and the mundane and common things.
So why did you choose music, Mark? I mean, why is that your medium per anything else?
I think music chose me more than anything. It's just from the very beginning when I was a little kid, and I didn't even really know music was a career choice or something I could excel in. It just sort of, I heard music and I just felt an instant connection to it, and I just felt an instant enchantment with it, and I knew it's where I felt the most at home and the most comfortable and strong and brave and confident and vulnerable and all of that good stuff that is part of the human experience I found through music.
Now, I know, a few years ago when I met you, you were working as a duo. So what's kind of led you to take on this more solo approach to your music?
Well, yeah, we were, Shane Rojas and I he's an amazing guitarist and a really good singer and a great writer. And we spent 5 years working together and recording, and obviously we recorded our EP with you at Midnight Studios. But it just sort of, I don't know, we just sort of reached an impasse really where fundamentally we were just sort of in different mindsets. You know, the thing that really clinched it for me is we were talking about long-term plans, and he just sort of said, well, you know, I'm not really going to throw my life away for a dream. And that was the that was where I started seeing red flags, because for me it was like chasing the dream was what gave my life purpose. And so sort of realizing that much of a fundamental difference.
But I think that what it is you know, you made a good choice for you. And not that you guys, I'm sure you guys are still friends and everything. But yeah, it's, you know, when someone gets hooked on this whole, you know, this music drug per se, it's not something you could just kind of like let go. I mean, I know exactly how you feel. So if, you know, someone's not there supporting that vision with you, it's okay to say, hey, you know what? You know, maybe we do have to kind of just step away from each other and, you know, do what we got to do. But, you know, that's never a bad thing.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and that's exactly what happened. And when I was working on this new studio album, I had taken some songs that Shane and I had written together, and sort of I wanted to rework them and redo them my own way. And he was really understanding with that. And I asked him to come in and play guitar on one of the tracks, and he came in and did that well over a year ago, I guess. And, you know, it was a very fleeting moment, but I think he's really, I think, you know, I don't think it's something he could see himself doing long term, but I think in my heart of hearts, I think he's happy that I'm doing it.
I'm sure he's going to support you. You know, if he's a top-notch friend, absolutely. You know, people love seeing their friends definitely succeed. So,
Okay.
The next track we're going to listen to is "World with You." So, tell us a little bit about that.
World with You, yeah. So this is one of those songs that Shane and I had written together long before I started making any solo albums, and when it came time to make this new record, I knew a lot of the songs were sort of going to be about, you know, my personal love interests and relationships and things like that. And World With You was one of those songs that I had written about this girl, and my best friend Danielle and I actually, we had talked about taking a trip to Italy and, you know, going to go see the world. And, you know, we sort of said, well, you know, for $3,000, the two of us could probably you know, do this trip, and it would, you know, be really fun. And we just stayed up late one night talking about it, and we actually never ended up going. But I just remember I drove her home, and on my way back to my house, I just remember feeling so happy about the possibility of seeing the world with her, and hopefully her falling in love with me the way I was in love with her. But neither one of those ever happened. But luckily, we still remain really, really good friends.
All right, well, let's take a listen to World Without You, and we'll be right back.
World with You.
World with You.
Yeah.
See, I told you.
I got the you right.
You got the you right. All right, we'll just punch it again. Here,
Yeah.
just-
All right, well, let's take a listen to The World With You, and we'll be right back with the interview with Marc Ambrosia.
Tired of the same old day in, day out in Jersey. Think it's time to run away and hope that you'll come with me. We'll go spend all our money, take a trip to somewhere, a dream-bound destination. Make that reservation. All I wanna do is see the world with you. Only $3,000 for the price of two. We can go to England, we can go to Italy. Anywhere for you, anywhere with me. Baby, 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 baby. We'll go to Greece and take the ferry, and then we'll book a cruise. We're both still young and beautiful, with nothing left to lose. Spend all the money we got on the most expensive yacht, sipping pink Moscato on our way to Campo Basso. All I wanna do is see the world with you.
thank you for tuning into The Balcony with Ann and Andrew and Marc Ambrosia.
You okay?
Yeah.
You stumbling tonight?
I know. I got a lot on my mind.
We got scotch.
Andrew's answer to everything.
It is scotch or duct tape.
Well, we got scotch or duct tape.
Scotch or duct tape solves everything.
Can't argue with that.
You know what?
Another one.
Name a problem you can't solve without either. You got to get rid of some.
You.
Yeah, you can. You just duct tape my mouth. I die. And you bury
Nah, I
me.
wouldn't want you to.
Or you don't want to deal with me? Drink a bottle of scotch. It doesn't matter anymore. See? Solved everything.
All right, Marc. So you are going to be honored very shortly for the 30 Under 30. You want to tell our listeners a little bit about that?
Yeah, sure. I'm really honored to be receiving this award. This whole award ceremony is put on by a nonprofit group called SNJ Millennials, which is an organization that sort of brings light and celebrates millennials out there sort of forging their own paths and managing their own business, their own careers. So I think the lone artist that's being recognized this year, but I'm in really good company. There's a lot of other good recipients. There's some real estate agents. There's a few physicians that are under 30. There's this really great guy named John Maraglia, who is a drone specialist and does a lot of great video services with drones. So I'm in really good company, and kudos to S&J Millennials, because a lot of people don't really they sort of overlook artists as being CEOs of their own company. But when you look at being an artist takes a lot more. It's a lot more than just doing the writing, and there's a whole production side of things, and budgeting, and making an album, and hiring the right people to play for you, and then you have publishing that comes into it, and sort of having to manage all of that and keep your head straight. Definitely, I think, qualifies artists as business professionals too. So I'm really excited and thrilled that SNJ Millennials would acknowledge that. And
congratulations on that, Marc. Kudos to you for your award. I want to talk about where they can get your fantastic music and any upcoming dates where somebody can come out and watch you.
We are in the process of putting a little tour together in the spring to coincide with my album release. So those dates will be announced soon, and you can head over to marcambrosia.com to find out those dates and when they will be announced. And then I'm on Instagram at Ambrosia Music, and you can follow me on Twitter and Facebook too. And then, of course, if you want to hear my latest music, you can look me up on Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon, Google, all that good stuff, YouTube, wherever you get your music.
Well, I want to tell our listeners to please go out, check it out. This is just a small little piece of what Marc has to offer. He has a lot of really fantastic music on his site, and you're going to want to listen to more after you hear what he has tonight. So I want to say thank you, Marc, for joining us on The Balcony. We really appreciate you taking time.
Thank you, Ann. Thanks, Andrew.
Oh, you're welcome. And then the last song, give him a little quick synopsis here of Bleed.
Yeah, so Bleed has got to be one of my favorite songs I've ever recorded. I was out last February walking in the woods in the middle of a cold winter, and just sort of out of nowhere, the line, how many times do you bleed when you think of me, just sort of trickled in my head. And for whatever reason, I just started writing the song, and within 5 minutes it was done. And it just sort of became a song about wanting someone to sort of, when you've experienced a heartbreak, I think one of the most natural feelings is wanting to flip the script and sort of have the person who's made you feel so bad and devastated, you sort of want them to feel a little bit of that. And so that's sort of what the song is about. And when I was in the studio, we were working on a different song that we actually ended up cutting. But in the process of working on that song, we were sort of trying to find a new melody, and we came up with the music for Bleed. And I just loved this melody so much. And then I was like, oh man, this is a good melody, but I think I want to do some different lyrics. And I ended up pulling out the lyrics for Bleed, which I had written 6 months prior in that cold walk in the woods. And I started singing the song Bleed to the new melody. And my engineer, Jamie Meyerson, just turned around and like, where has that song been? And it was just sort of a happy accident that it happened. But there were a lot of great memories and a lot of laughs and Chick-fil-A and all involved in putting this song together. And it's one I'm really proud of, and it's probably one of my favorites.
Well, you know what, Mark? I hope things brighten up
Yeah.
for you because, wow. And
It's
the
gonna
next
be a
album
loaded
is going to
album.
be really light and happy, and you're going to have a
Yeah.
lot of really great things.
Use
Cause
the duct tape and the scotch. It solves all the problems.
if there was ever a guy that needed to be hanging around the Swedish bikini team,
That's right. Well, you know what? We'll get him. We'll get him the number. That's it. I've got a new mission now.
So, again, I want to thank you for being a part of the Balcony. We will keep in touch with you. When your album release, let us know, and we'll let our listeners know.
Absolutely.
So, good night, and you take care of you, and thanks again.
You guys too. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.
All right, and here's Bleed off the new EP, Unleashed.
I've been hanging in the balance. I've been falling like the rain, telling you all my secrets, showing you all my pain. How many times do you bleed when you think of me? It's just something in your veins telling you it's the real thing. And I know you didn't like it when you heard that song. It was me telling you I loved you all along, baby. How many times do you bleed when you think of me? I never tried to fool you. You just didn't want to know. But I had to tell the truth before I let you go. How many times do you bleed when you think of me? It's just something in your veins telling you it's the real thing. And I know you didn't like it when you heard that song. times do you bleed when you think of me?
And up next, we have our Spotlight segment with our very own Emily Noel. Over to you, Em.
Hey everyone, it's Emily Noel, and tonight for Spotlight, I would like to welcome back Kerry Goodhind to the show, all the way from the UK. Well, it's good evening for you, kind of early good morning, so thank you for joining us, Kerry.
No problem whatsoever. Thank you for having me.
Of course. So tonight, our listeners are going to listen to your song, The Shallow, and I got to listen to that today on my way over to the studio, and I'm intrigued by this song. So what was the inspiration? Was it someone specific that you wrote the song about?
Oh, do you know how many times I've been asked this question?
I was like, like, this is like a sister or
it's,
like an evil friend.
Yeah, I'd say, I mean, in general, shallow people in general that we all kind of encounter in our lives, maybe on a regular basis or just, kind of once in a while, every while or so. And it's quite a juxtaposition song, really, because it's quite sinister lyrics if you listen to them, but it's got a nice happy beat. So kind of a shallow person who seems really lovely on the surface, but actually is not very nice underneath. So yeah, it's just it kind of came from that, really, and just experiences. Going through this industry, you meet some not very nice people as well. So I kind of got all my rage out and just put it into a song.
I love it. So what made you want to do this song? Just kind of like with your everyday encounters, was it more of like a person or like being in the music industry that made you want to write this song?
Do you know what? It was more driven by the different types of people that you meet in the industry. I mean, I've got some really great people working around me now, but through my journey so far, I have met some really pretty dicey people as well.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of like sifting out the diamonds from the rest of the stuff, from all the rubbish, and it's just kind of it come from that, really. And sometimes when you sit down and write, you're not really sure what's going to come. So you just kind of sit down and sort of let the flow just come, and then you get one verse, one chorus, and then the song really writes itself, which this one did, really.
Sure.
But I have to say, out of all the songs on the album, and this is the first single release of this new album, it's the only really commercial song.
Oh, okay. Well, you actually answered my next question. If this was on the new album. So, do you have a name for the new album yet?
Yeah, the new album's called Elevated, and
Nice.
it's a 12-track album. We mastered it at Abbey Road here in London, which was a fantastic experience. Had a really fantastic engineer called Jeff Pesh, who was, funnily enough, engineering Suede the week before we went into the studio, and he was telling us all about, they're a massive band here in the UK, just kind of about their sort of music, which is a little bit similar to mine in orchestration. And he just did an amazing job, really, with the mastering of the album. And I would say this album is a real mix. It's kind of like every different angle of musical taste in terms of alternative pop that you could go from. So hopefully there's something on there for everybody.
Excellent. So you were expecting to release this album in the new year, so I definitely can't wait for that. And, we'll bring you back on to talk about that. So where can we get this single currently?
So you can get this single currently on my website, which is www.kerrygoodhind.com. You can also get it on all of the online platforms. So Apple, iTunes, you can get it on Google, Amazon, Spotify. It's up there under Kerry Goodhind. And all of my social media sites are just at Kerry Goodhind. Which you'll be able to find all the information to find the song.
Excellent. Well, I want to thank you so much for staying up and joining us. And
No, it's
I can't
fine.
wait for everyone to take a listen to this, and I can't wait for your new album. So this is Kerry Goodhind with her new single off of the up-and-coming album, Elevated, and this is The Shallow.
Thank you so much.
A girl who draws you to come in. Those eyes that stare is mesmerizing. It's everything. She always plays you by the rules, keeps up her game so she can never lose. You will only lose, but I have seen her make you weak she don't care. She drives you to the very edge. Foot down, brakes on, you turn to a start again, again and again. But I have seen her break your mind, watched you get left behind. Figure this out one more time and you might win. Some girls just make a name, filling up their pride, dialing down the shame, and they take whatever the consequence may be. Well, some girls just have to have, and it makes no difference if it's good or bad. And I hope one day you will see eventually. Some girls are just bad, some are sad, they're mad. Some girls are just wrong, they're all strong, they don't belong, and nor does she. Some girls just make a name, filling up their pride, dialing down the shame, and they take whatever the consequence may be. Well, some girls just have to have, and it makes no difference if it's good or bad. And I hope one day you will see eventually. Some girls are just bad, some are sad, they're mad. Some girls are just wrong, they're all strong, they don't belong, and nor does she.
You're listening to The Balcony, proudly produced at Midnight Studios. Up next, we're going to have a song from Ben Melkivi, Only Here Once.
Found myself alone, another bar, another night, nothing to lose. Staring at my empty glass, trying to figure out just what to do. And I needed you to tell me what I already knew. I cut myself around the kind of thoughts I never knew that I could have. Show me how to move on now, show me what it's like to be a man. And I needed you to tell me what I already knew. Anyone could toe the line. The choice is yours, son, to live a life. Find a way to rise above. You're only here once now. What goes around comes around. Grit your teeth when they kick you down. Find your way, find your love. You're only here once now. You're only here once now. I lost myself in a world of cash and need to try and find that fading line. It took me 7 years and 6 strings to finally open up my eyes. and I needed you to tell me what I already knew. Anyone could toe the line. The choice is yours, son, to live a life. Find a way to rise above. You're only here once now. What goes around comes around. Grit your teeth when they kick you down. Find your way, find your love. You're only here once now. You're only here once now. Everyone around you tells you all the things they know and where they stand. They'll tell you how to think and how to love and how to live and all they can. So let the good ones in, let the bad ones sink. Let your mind run free with the things you believe, and then all your days in song you can sing. Anyone could toe the line. The choice is yours, son, to live a life. Find a way to rise above. You're only here once now. What goes around comes around. Grit your teeth when they kick you down. Find your way, find your love. You're only here once now. Don't you ever forget about me. Don't you ever forget about me. Don't you ever forget about me. You won't ever forget about me. You won't ever forget about me. You won't ever forget about me. You're only here once now.
All right, we finally got to the end of this thing.
Yeah. Wow. Take a licking and keep on ticking.
Wow, it's more like stop ticking. So you don't
Wonder
have
if
to keep on
the
licking.
I wonder if the Kool-Aid guy is like a hitman now.
He's been gone forever. The guy's dead.
Well, we'll bring him back for Halloween.
You
Killer
could be-
Kool-Aid
You know,
Man.
you could be the Kool-Aid Man for Halloween. There you go. All right, Anne's gonna be the Kool-Aid Man.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No,
You
I'm
just brought it
not.
up.
You be the Kool-Aid
I'm
Man.
not bringing no dang Kool-Aid Man.
Yeah.
Halloween.
Oh, well, listen, I want to talk about some really exciting stuff going on.
Like what? You got a flu shot or something?
Now we're going to be raffling off a guitar.
A guitar?
Custom-made electrical.
Electrical guitar?
Electric.
Yeah, you play it, you die.
Yeah.
Wait, that gives me an idea.
What?
You want to take guitar lessons?
No.
Dang it. That would have been good. I could have just, like, wired
No.
Oh, Anne! You all right?
Anyways, check out Royal Jam Custom Shops for you can kind of watch the build. They're going to be posting.
We're giving that sucker away. Free.
Yeah, you got to buy tickets though.
Yeah, you got to buy a ticket. And then we're giving money to the Sisters of Scotch. It's a new orphanage.
Well, a portion of it is going to charity.
Absolutely. Sisters of Scotch.
So anyways, that, and we have an upcoming CD,
Oh,
The Best of the Balcony.
Like the best of volume 1.
So that'll be out pretty soon. Volume 1 rock.
And if you're on Facebook, you can go to the ISSA page, and we're actually up for that little award thingamajiggy there. So,
Yeah, a lot of great things. And now the balcony is on Comcast.fm. So please check out our show there.
yeah.
And really any platform now. So we're all over the place.
soon to be in funeral homes all over the world.
Oh, no. Anyways, we're going to end things tonight with Kristen Parisi's Money in the Bank. Say goodnight, Andrew.
Good night, Andrew.
Let's get out of this mess.
Oh, God, thank you. Bye.
Good night, everybody from the balcony. We'll catch you next week.
time, feel your breath on my neck, hear you whisper my name all night. I get a cold rush from your touch, and every single kiss is flawless. Yeah, when I see that look in your eye, I know I'm gonna hit the jackpot. Every time we're like money in the bank. Yeah, we're like money in the bank. Yeah, we're like money in the bank. Yeah, we're like money in the bank. Feels like we're flying with stars, shine like diamonds on the horizon. I get a cold rush from your touch, and every single kiss is flawless. Yeah, when I see that look in your eye, I know I'm gonna hit the jackpot. Every time we're like money in the bank. Yeah, we're like money in the bank. Yeah, we're like money in the bank. Yeah, we're like money in the bank. We're like money in the bank. Oh yeah, yeah.